Hi everybody and welcome to Photomikes Garage. Alright, it's a beautiful, beautiful day, Vancouver, BC, Canada. Wonderful day up here. I hope it's sunny where you are right now, but it's a great day. To do some work on my P71 Police Interceptor Crown Victoria. And I love working on these cars because it's fairly simple. And I do have a problem. I've got to fix it today. So let's get it done. Okay, what is the problem with my Police Interceptor? Ooh, nice and hot in here. Let's turn the ignition to on. And that windshield's kind of dirty. Let's clean that. Okay, that's not working. The washer's not working. Let's just wipe the wipers across the windshield. Oh, they only work on high. Okay. It only works on high. That's a problem. Now, the first thing you can always do is check fuses. I've checked all the fuses, they're fine. Also check for any broken relays. Sometimes the prongs on the relays, they can break. The fuses are all right down here, but I sort of narrowed it down to two areas where it could be. It could be the multifunction switch right here. It could be some sort of short or something inside. Or it could be the wiper motor itself, which is underneath all this plastic somewhere down here. And that could be malfunctioning because they do get water around down here, and there is a known problem with that. Okay, so it could be the wiper motor or it could be the multifunction switch inside the cabin there. I don't know, I sort of got a 50% chance. And I usually buy lottery tickets where I have a 14 million to 1 chance. So these are pretty good odds. So I'm going to take the chance and I'm going to replace the wiper motor because I got a feeling that that's the problem. Now for you, you might be wise to go ahead and do further tests, but forget all that. I'm just going to replace the wiper motor and hope for the best. So the first thing you could do is get a new wiper motor. They're about $150 on eBay, or you could get the whole assembly from some nice guy who collects Crown Vic parts. It's got acres and acres of Crown Vics, Crown Vic parts, interesting cars. That's Terry. He's a local guy around here. He's got a lot of great parts. He got this for me, and this is the complete cowl assembly with the levers, with the rods, and with the motor. If you buy just the motor, you're just going to get this, which is being held on by 3 bolts. That's it. But I got the whole thing. Okay, once you have the wiper arms in the raised position, there's a small clip that you're going to pull out right here, right there, with a hook, something like that, and that will allow you to remove the wipers. Again, you gotta pull this little tab out if you can, like this. Now the tab is pulled out, we should be able to lever it off with a screwdriver. You sort of need 3 hands to get this off. You got to pull this clip out to release it. You got to lever it up with the screwdriver, and you got to hold the wiper arm up to relieve tension. There's one. Now you got to remove these clips in the front here. Sort of like so. 1, 2. Oh no. Oh no, don't do that. Be a little more careful than me. Okay, that was 3. And there's one right here. And a number of Phillips head screws. There's one right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. I also removed the rubber molding along the front edge here. We're gonna use that, reuse that. Just get that out of the way. Now let's take off this Phillips head screw right here. Got one right here. One right here. Loose here. One right here. One right here. And rather sneakily, one right here. And our whole system should be getting loose at this point. It's ready to come off, as you can see. One more thing you want to do is you want to disconnect your hose to your windshield washer nozzles. So we're trying to disconnect this right here. There we go, disconnected. Now let's see if you can, wow, it might all just come off, right? There you go. The whole thing just came right the heck off. Okay, so now we got our top piece off. This is the main piece of what we have to take off, is just this whole thing right here. This is being held on with 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, also got to disconnect the wiring and disconnect it from the motor, but we don't have to do that yet. So just a number of bolts that have to be removed. Okay, you can use a 5/16 to take this off. There's 1, 2. These are not on that tight because they have rubber mounting surfaces. Okay, so I've got one this loose, and there's one hidden below the muck right here. There's a third one right here. There's going to be one right here. And one right here. So go ahead and get all these out. That's 3, 4, 5. After you do that, you should be pretty close to getting this thing out. And don't forget this one right here. Okay. As you can see, it's pretty loose, but you gotta undo this, and that's just very easy to do. You just pull this and pull this forward. Gotta take this off. Got this off. Now theoretically I should be able to take the entire assembly by holding it here and lift the entire thing up. Oh, some water. Gotta disconnect. It's like pull back and then pull. There you go. Okay, it's out. Here's what the firewall looks like with everything out of the way here. Everything out of the way. Now, if you were going to just replace the motor yourself, you take this whole thing out, then you'd undo this bolt, and this bolt, and undo this bolt to disconnect the wiper arms, and then you'd be able to take the motor out and put your new motor in. And if you are going to get a new motor, which might be the right way to go, they're around 150 bucks or so, you can get those on eBay, and I'll put a link below where you can actually purchase that. But now let's get this assembly back in. One more thing before I put this back in. You can see that water can collect in here, and actually Ford has devised an ingenious method where the water all goes to a drain port and can drain through this flap. It then drains down onto this little trough, this plastic trough, which then guides the water all the way below the car. However, as you can see with leaves and everything, it gets all clogged up. This is my old one. You can see leaves clogged up, and if water builds in here, who knows what kind of damage it can do. And as you can see, this is completely clogged up. I even got a little battery in there. That's gross. Okay, so it might be a good idea to take these off once in a while and just clean all the leaves out. So putting this sucker back in is going to be the reverse of how you took it out pretty well. Bolts go in here. Start this by hand. Back in. Okay, I got the electrical connector on, which is very hard to reach under there. So good tip here is to put the electrical connector on before you mount these bolts. The opposite of what I just did. And of course I wrecked my hand trying to get in there. So don't make that same mistake. Put the electrical connector on first before you put these bolts in. Okay, now it's time to put the top cover back on. Okay, after a bit of struggle, the top cover is all back on. Got to remember to connect up your washer hose. You got your one clip over here. You got your rubber end piece on. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 clips here. Another screw right here. Another screw right here. Another screw right there, another screw right there, your end clip here, your rubber end piece here, and of course there's one more little Phillips head screw here. Everything is on. Now we're ready to put the wipers back on. Electrical connectors down, everything's in place. It's all good, but will it work? Okay, time to put the wipers back on. And as you can see here, I wasn't quite right before. You can put these back on in many different positions in order to make sure that your wiper's in the right place so they can be taken off and repositioned if you wish. But just to make clear how you get them off, you've got to get the lever arm tilted up high enough so that this slider can come out. You hook it with a screwdriver or whatever, and as you can see, if you can see right here, it's holding the wiper up, which will allow you to get it back on. Also, this slider, once it slides back into position, is going to lock this thing on. There's a plate that's going to come right over here and lock this guy on. So there you go. The wiper that is longer goes on the driver's side. Right, yes. So you can see that you can put it into multiple multiple different positions. You can see that you can put it into multiple different positions. I think that's it. I think that's it for this side. So you get that down, then you're going to pull up, and this should spring back in, or you're going to push that back in. Then everything will be locked in place and operational. But so that position is good. And this is a good position on the driver's side. So I'm gonna push that down. And then we're gonna pull this up, and that will lock in position. So we're good. But I still haven't actually haven't tried it yet. So I could have done all this work for nothing. Okay, wipers are on. Let's see if I can push this. Oh, when I pulled this up, the lock automatically went into position. So, you see it's back in its place. So, when I pulled this up, they should be locked in position. The same thing happens here. I'm going to pull her up, and it locks into position. Yes. Yes. Done. Oh, and don't forget to put the rubber seal back on this sucker. Don't forget to put the rubber seal back on. All right, it's the moment of truth. Did I make the right choice of replacing the wiper motor? We're going to find out right now. If you remember, if you remember, the wipers only worked in the high position. And here we go. Let's try the washer first. Let's see if that works. Yes. Yes. The wiper's working. Awesome. Awesome. Intermittent 1. Intermittent 2. Intermittent 3. And high speed. Wow. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right, there you have it. It worked. The wiper motor works. That was the problem. So if you need to replace the wiper motor on your Crown Vic, now you know how to do it. Okay, thanks for watching Photomikes Garage. I will see you next time.